The international community urges Russia to ensure unlimited access to the crash site. Tom Barton is live in Moscow with more on how the government is responding. And Tom, what can you tell us? Is Russia pushing back?
Well, Russia has also mirrored that request. But Russian President Vladimir Putin saying an independent investigation was an absolute must as well. So it seems like a giant reflector box with all of these calls for independent investigation. Whether that will actually happen, we have heard strident denunciations from Moscow of various Western powers and the things that they are claiming as well. One particularly well-known firebrand, Deputy Prime Minister Dmitry Rogozin, who's known for his anti-American outbursts, said that U.S. claims about the possibility that pro-Russian rebels had fired that missile, and possibly with Russian help. He said that those claims could be compared with U.S. claims about Iraqi weapons of mass destruction. So that's at one end of the scale. But we also have flatter denials from the Russian Defense Ministry, saying that they absolutely did not shoot down that plane, and they pointing the finger at Ukraine's armed forces. And again, President Vladimir Putin as well, saying that Ukrainian operations in the east, he points his finger at those, saying they have created the circumstances in which this jet was shot down. All of this potentially not creating a very good mood to try and make a cooperative atmosphere for an independent investigation.
I see. Well, Tom, is there any evidence or any sign that Russian President Putin is actually pulling back these rebels?
Well, the bigger question is whether he's able to as well. Russia denies very much that it has any sway over these rebels in the east. That they say that they're just locals trying to defend themselves from Ukraine. That is nothing. That is a message that is absolutely not bought by Western powers, by Ukraine, and by a lot of the international community as well. And so there have been signs in the past where, for example, hostages were taken, and Russia seemed, it was never made obvious, but it seemed that Russian pressure was exerted to try and get the release of those OSCE observers in the past. So there have been links that seem to be between those two sides. And this is another key case itself, with evidence presented by the Ukrainian government that it was actually the Russians that facilitated this advanced missile to get into eastern Ukraine and for it to be used. That's something that Moscow rejects, but there we have the evidence for that happening, and Russia has not really provided any real evidence to say it isn't happening.
I see. Already, it's a fluid situation. Tom Barton reporting live from Moscow. Thank you for that.